Well, tonight, the night of the most anticipated one-on-one battle in years. No, it's not McGregor and Mayweather. It's the fastest cow in the world and Brian McGrattan. This is a usual halftime festivity here at McMahon. The cow usually spots 25 yards, but McGrattan beat him last year. Said he could beat him straight up, but you can't beat the world's fastest cow straight up.
I tell you what, that cow is not only picking him up, putting him down, but he's trash talking his way to the end zone and won that race going away.
Utterly impressive.
Sign him up, put him on a neg list.
Hand off to Whitaker up to the 21-yard line. There was a holding penalty on the last punt that brought the Argos back 10 yards. Justin Herdman got flagged. By the way, the Stampeders, who had 15 penalties for 150 last week, 5 for 35 now, back to their normal discipline play.
Yeah, they're good in that regard. And the Argos are on the other side of that ledger. 8th in the league in penalties.
2nd and 5. Ray stands in, but that is batted down. And there's been a few of those tonight. This one from Junior Turner.
Back a couple games now, Junior Turner getting in on that rotation. Let's see what he does. Just drives him back, gets his hands up. Corey Watman roller skates a little bit there.
Argos have had the football 10 times tonight. This the 10th punt from Liram Hiralahu. Finch fields it right at the Calgary 40. Dances, flag comes down, and he is dropped at the 43-yard line. That's Robert Woodson on the tackle. We'll sort out the flag when we come back with 8:28 on the clock. Get noticed like a pro.
You mentioned it. 10 series offensively for the Argos, 10 punts. Their only score on an interception return for a touchdown. You get the feeling if they're going to come back in this game, or at least get back into it, they're going to need another score from their defense.
Penalty against the Stampeders on the punt, and now Bo Levi Mitchell wrapped up, and Lyndon Gaydosh has another sack, but we'll wait on the flag. Gaydosh with his 2nd sack of the night pending this call. Trying to get it back in the Argos' hands as quickly as possible.
Bear Woods made that play, even though he was nowhere near Bo Levi Mitchell. He made the play because he picked up the receiver that came out of there and looked like he was going to be
illegal
free.
Blocked. Ends to the face. Calgary number 65. That penalty's declined. 2nd down.
Watch Bear Woods here recognize. He looks out to the corner, says, wait a minute, no, I got to cover that guy. He gets out on Roy Finch, gets in his hip pocket. That's where Bo wanted to go with the football. He couldn't, and he goes down because he was well covered.
2nd down out of the backfield. Here's Finch. Got to make somebody miss. And Finch gets gang tackled at the 34-yard line. Got 11, but it will be 3rd down. Punt team comes on. Well, you size this up, looking ahead to next week. Edmonton rolled along 7-0, but have lost 2 straight. Calgary seems to be getting better by the week in advance of the annual Labor Day Classic.
And we are by no means declaring a winner here tonight. Not yet. Not with what we've seen this year in a lot of games.
How about this afternoon? Almost one of the great comebacks of all time. Lions falling short. And the Red Blacks putting some heat on these Argos with their 3rd win. Jackson stacked up. Charlie Power got there first. We'll get in the action this football season with CFL Fantasy. Build your ultimate squad, challenge your friends, and compete to win weekly prizes. Go to tsn.ca/CFL Fantasy to sign up. Got to be go time now for Ricky Ray, who is 2-5 as an Argo quarterback against Calgary, 5 consecutive losses. And in his career, 14-21, he's had trouble with the red black in the past. Pressure here, gets away, gets a block, and throws complete as Posey with the catch at midfield.
Well, they're scratching and clawing for every yard. I mean, it's Ray dodging pressure. Ray's all about timing, throwing from the pocket, precision and accuracy, and he's been kind of doing this all game long, trying to run around, find open spots, and may have to do it more.
Big block
few minutes, yeah.
Big block from Brandon Whitaker on Micah Johnson. It's a 21-yard pickup and a first down. Right at midfield. 4 receivers near side. Ray looks there. Throws, got Green open. Catch is made. First down at the 40. Josh Bell closing for Calgary after a 14-yard gain.
It's what Ray understands as well, is sometimes you have to throw it with some air under it, a little bit of pressure, and sometimes you have to put it hard on the receiver because he's got a guy coming downhill. Josh Bell was coming from the safety spot, so he had to get it to S.J. Green as quickly as possible.
McMahon gets loud in support of the defense. Ray can't find anybody on that side. Rolling the other way. Here comes Shaq Richardson, and Ray has to throw it to the sidelines, incomplete. Boy, Shaq Richardson closed in a hurry.
It's almost like he was spying here and trying to just make sure that Ray didn't escape or scramble. And when he did scramble, that's when he trapped the guys. He just spied the quarterback, drop it, and now the race is on, and he just closes quickly.
Second and 10. Ray throws. Green's got the catch at the 35. Looked like forward progress, which would be 5, and they now look at 3rd and 5.
Now you stay on the field if you're Argo offense.
They're going to do that.
The secret weapons back out there too, Declan Cross.
You could make an argument. It might not be a strong one to get 3 because you still have time for a few more possessions, but against this Calgary defense, you better stay on the field and get it now. 3rd and 5, if you can. Pulls that down. Is he going to take off? Underneath, it's going to be short, even if it's caught. Fuller, not sure he's got it. Doesn't matter. And Mark Trestman shakes his head in dismay.
Well, the game is won and lost in the trenches, and Calgary continues to play the way they played tonight. They've won the battle in the trenches. Ray's just never been comfortable, never been throughout this game, throwing on time from the pocket. He's on the run, he's scrambling, he's almost running for his life and his safety and just trying to find something. They've dialed it up defensively.
First takeaway for Devon Claybrook's defense. The turnovers 1 apiece now. With under 4 minutes to go. Messam time. Spins off first contact to the 35 and has close to 3.
Get noticed like a pro in the 2017 GMC Sierra Elevation Edition.
So it'll be 2nd and 7. We close in on the 3-minute warning, and Messam heads to the sidelines in some discomfort. Calgary trying to extend a win streak to 5 to stay perfect at home. With Edmonton back-to-back, BC and Saskatchewan on the horizon.
3 Canadian receivers out there.
Calgary.
And when Messam came to the sideline, they put Roy Finch out, and I'm not sure they had the personnel grouping they wanted.
And with the timeout, they're going to also call the 3-minute warning here. 20-7, Calgary. Kid McMahon, 2:58 to go. Calgary called a timeout. They also called the 3-minute warning, and in a one-score game, that might be controversial because that's a chance to stop the clock for the team trailing one time that they might need. So we'll see if that becomes an issue. They draw Toronto offside.
Yeah.
And that'll change the play call from 2nd and 7.
Hard count from Mitchell. This is that big second hut there that draws him offside.
Seems to be some discussion as if Calgary might have flinched first. Spencer Wilson's heated up.
This is where the new video official helps the offside and procedure calls and to determine. He's watching video right now and communicating in real time with Andre Proulx.
Offside. Toronto. Number 92, 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down. Timer, please reset the clock to read 2 minutes, 58 seconds.
So it is as look. Troy Davis was the guy who jumped first. Looked like a couple of his Argo teammates did as well. And sets up 2nd and 2. He should have it. Bear Woods the tackle, and adds to his total, but that keeps the Stampeders offense on the field.
Chris, good teams do this. They don't beat themselves. They, in that first quarter, it was 0-0. Both defenses playing very well. I think Bo Levi Mitchell and the Calgary offense had just 3 first downs at that time. 1 for the Argos, but Calgary doesn't take the bad penalties. Calgary doesn't turn the ball over, or very seldom. They're a +12, number 1 in the league in the giveaway takeaway.
Swinging out here for McDaniel. He got tripped up and falls forward to the 48, and that is about 4. Turf Monster got him that time.
Fewest turnovers in the league for this Calgary Stampeder defense coming in. And 3rd in the league, just behind the top teams in penalties taken. Just taking care of the details, understanding your assignment, executing your job first.
You gotta go.
2nd and 6. Argos look for a stop. They send the blitz. Pass is complete. McDaniel with the grab, and he's down to the 28-yard line. Huge gain for Parkway McDaniel. And at the end of the play, Cassius Vaughn looks like he's shaken up.
And I think he's a little upset. But hey, he tried to make a play, and I'm not going to fault Cassius Vaughn for trying to cut under. You don't see Vaughn right now, but this is the same matchup. Not the same route. He ran a dig route the first time down the goal line. The same matchup, and he took it. He cut underneath. He won the ball and took it 115 yards for a touchdown. Nice throw over the top from Bo Levi Mitchell on that out. This time, when he cut underneath, Cassius Vaughn gambled and lost.
The 32-yard connection, 383 on the night for Bo Levi Mitchell. That's his season high, and Messam time. He gets drilled by Dylan Wynn down at the 25.
Boy, the Argos are close. The Argos are close to becoming a real good team. They get Victor Butler back soon. Coming into this week, still leading the league in sacks with 7 and missed 4 games. Mark Trestman will get a lot of his injured players. He might not get Anthony Coombs, and they missed Anthony Coombs on offense here tonight.
Second and 5. Fake to Messam over the middle. McDaniel, who wasn't looking for it, and Cassius Vaughn almost had another.
Boy, I'm not sure how Cassius Vaughn didn't just drops back into the middle, and he's reading. Just a little late out of his break, or he's taking another one almost the same spot.
Didn't look like McDaniel and Mitchell were on the same page on that play, and that's a rarity. So Paredes from 32 out, and it's a 16-point Calgary lead. The Nissan Titan Player of the Game is brought to you by the Nissan Titan, official vehicle of the Canadian Football League.
Honorable mention to DeVaris Daniels, who had 2 touchdowns tonight, but Bo Levi Mitchell, after coming off his second lowest completion percentage game of his career in BC last week, is at 76% tonight, gets back in the 300-yard club, 383 passing, couple of touchdowns. I'll give it to Bo tonight. He's playing with a bad shoulder.
A season high 383, and against the stingiest defense in the league in pass yardage allowed coming into the game.
And a reworked offensive line, especially on that left side in front of him.
So that will quiet the rampant concern about his arm status.
He's looking at that last throw to Marquay McDaniel and wondering.
I was trying to set up the block. Fuck, man.
That's the thing about the tablet. See, when there was a mistake made back in the old days, you could pretend it wasn't you for a while until you got to the film
And
room.
hope they forgot about film day.
Yeah, hope they forgot about it. Now you go in there on the sideline and immediately go, no, that's the wrong route. Oh, yeah.
Illegal kickoff out of bounds. Calgary number 30. Toronto elects to take the ball to the 45-yard line. First down.
Well, a rare mistake, and it gives the Argos decent field position, but just 70 seconds remaining. As McDaniel and Mitchell go over that play again to make sure it doesn't happen again.
They're going to do it again.
The decision desk giving the Stampeders their 14th consecutive home win. Back in the Flutie days, it was 27 in a row, but that's pretty impressive when you consider how competitive this league is. But here at McMahon, they're just about unbeatable. Great catch, Armani Edwards going up for that at the Calgary 46.
Boy, and the Battle of Alberta around the corner. You know the Edmonton Eskimos aren't happy with their last 2.
No, and they've just been bounced out of first place, and now with this Calgary win, it will be into third. Ricky Ray, and there's a second drop for S.J. Green on the night.
And they get, I believe, a Darius Bowman back. And a couple of injured players. They've gone through a bunch, and it sets up.
I always have Labor Day, Sunday, Monday weekend circled, but this year's going to be terrific. If it's 7-1-1 against 7-2, and then 7-2 Winnipeg against an improving 4-4 Saskatchewan Roughriders team on the Sunday. Here's Posey over the middle. He's got some room and dives down to the 25-yard line. Argos trying to set up a scenario here to score and maybe get a short kick opportunity, but they're going to flag, I think, DeVere Posey for taunting after tossing the football.
It's an area that Mark Trestman really has to concentrate on and clean up.
Objectionable conduct. Toronto number 85. 10-yard penalty. First down, Toronto.
I mean, you know, this game is in the books, but, and there's some frustration there. I'm sure that's what he's saying. Like, I get it. You know, it's a tough one, but that stuff in a close game costs you the game. And too many penalties an issue for the Argos again tonight. Again, they're very close.
Dave Dickens, it's
Calgary is challenging the ruling on the field. They believe there was offensive pass interference on number 28, Calgary. Play will be reviewed.
So Dave Dickinson not agreeing with the decision. This is over.
Well,
and he's going to grind for 60 full minutes.
I think he's saying, don't give him an inch. Don't give him. And if you're, I think he's looking down here. And let's take a look. If there's offensive, is this Posey? Yeah, Posey on that post. Yeah, well, that's. Well, you know, and listen, when teams don't finish, you know that there's going to be a discussion in that Ottawa locker room this week about finishing. Almost let the BC Lions back, right? And Saskatchewan, last night, Chris Jones, I'm sure, talked to his group about, hey, we played a great game on the road in Edmonton and dominated that game, but then got soft a little bit in the fourth quarter. Gave up a couple touchdowns to back up James Franklin. And if you're going to do that and say that as a coach, then practice what you preach. And that's what Dave Dickinson did. It seems kind of, you know, like it won't matter, but take care of every detail until.
After replay, the ruling on the field stands. The contact was initiated by the defensive player. We still have the objectionable conduct against Toronto number 85. It's going to be Toronto first down. Calgary is charged a timeout.
An interesting one. Although if it was contact beyond 5, I didn't actually check that. If it was beyond 5 yards and Brandon Smith stops to try and sit there and catch Posey, then it is on defense.
First and 20, Ray from the pocket for the sideline, and Posey's got that catch and quickly throws it to the official.
Our producer John Hines saying it was past 5 yards, so correct call made by the officials, but Posey got the penalty after the whistle. But a valuable receiver back in the lineup. Didn't have a big game tonight, but important to have him back.
Second and 3. Pass to the sidelines, incomplete, intended for Green. Flag comes down. Brandon Smith was in coverage.
Secondary is back and together again. Josh Bell missed 3 games, but he's back at safety. And then with Tommy Campbell and Deontay Evans on the edge, playing corners.
Defensive pass interference. Calgary number 28. Automatic first down, point of foul.
Gonna be the out route. Call either. I don't think Devon Claybrooks likes it. That hat just got tightened down a little bit more.